What's going on, guys? Just wanted to do a quick video on the new 2023 Ducati streetfighter V2. Actually had this for about 2 weeks now and just decided to do a video on it tonight. I just got done with my treadwear tire letters. If you guys want to go to treadwear.com and you can use my discount code of R6Realtor1, which is my Instagram handle, and I think it's 10% off or something like that. But anyways, and of course, you know all my bikes. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I do the tire letters to all my bikes, which I think makes it look pretty sharp. So anyways, I decided I needed another bike, and I had an 2023 MT09 on order for 2 months, which I purchased this about two and a half weeks ago. And I started looking around because I was kind of getting anxious waiting. I'd been waiting already 2 months. It was an all black MT09 2023, which I was pretty excited about. I've had 4 of them now. They're great bikes, and I wanted to get that new style. But anyways, I saw the green one, because I'd seen it on Instagram, I want to say, and I was like, whoa, somebody really customized that Street Fighter V2, and I did not realize that this color comes stock, which was super impressive looking, at least in the pictures. So I started to do a little research on it, and called my guys at Ducati Sanford, David. He's the guy I bought my V4 from a year or 2 ago. Super good guy. I go 3.5 hours away just to deal with this guy. He's excellent, has always done what he said he's going to do. You know, it's a huge risk going 3.5 hours away and somebody telling you a price, and you get there and they can say whatever they want. And he did not do that to me 2 years ago with the V4. He did not do that to me again, and he gave me a fantastic deal, I think. And, you know, even if he didn't, I'd still probably go see him over my local guys. They just don't deal for whatever reason. And it's not like I got a ton off, but a little bit. And, you know, he's just willing to work with you a little bit. The guys locally just won't. Their service departments has been excellent, but I used them one time for a hyper motard, and they gave me a great deal on it. And ever since then, the guy will not. He's just such a jerk to me for whatever reason. So I just stopped dealing with him and started going to David at Ducati Sanford. So anyways, put my deposit down, waited 2 weeks or less, and this came in. So the day I put my deposit down on this, I decided to go to my local guy, Sun Sports, Sergio, which is excellent. I've purchased like 55 bikes from them, and they went and checked the computer again, and it got pushed out to October. So I was like, oh, okay, best decision ever. I went ahead and went through with the purchase of this. So went up there, grabbed it, took it back, and so far I think I've got 350 miles on it. Awesome bike, absolutely awesome. You know, you can't go wrong with the Ducati, obviously. From what I've read, I've never had a V2. You know, probably one of the more reliable bikes or engines. Although I never had a problem with the V4 at all. But anyways, yeah, here it is. And I've got the wheel sliders for the front on the way. The rear ones came in yesterday. The tail tidy, I actually blacked out the tail tidy. That is a New Rage Cycles. As you can see, usually these are white, and I hate that look. It's ugly and it doesn't blend in. So I tinted these, and I think it looks pretty good. You can, you know, once the lights are on, There's that. I'll just put the hazards on. So you can see them perfectly fine. And of course, I took the fronts off and did wraparound blinkers on the forks. Let's see. Yeah, 335 miles I have on it so far. Obviously did the tank pads. I wrapped the gas cap. And then I painted the tailpipe. That's silver. And these are actually silver typically. I wrapped that, painted that. Not sure what I'm going to do for exhaust wise or if I'm going to do anything. You know, I guess it's a big to do with Ducati and their warranty. And I'm not paying $6,500 for an Acura, you know, pipe and tune just to keep my warranty. I'd rather just keep it stock. I mean, it's got plenty of power and doesn't sound terrible actually at all, the way it sits. So I may keep it this way. I just don't keep bikes long enough, I don't think, for me to justify getting that exhaust. I mean, I would do an exhaust, but I'm not trying to lose my warranty, even though, as I said, it's one of the more reliable bikes that you hear about. But it's an expensive bike regardless. I mean, the prices have gone up on these Ducatis, in my opinion, quite a bit. This is now an $18,300 or $4,000 bike, which, and I think in this category, the MT10, is quite a bit cheaper. It's 14 grand. So, I'm not trying to lose my warranty or even have a hard time about it for exhaust, and I'm certainly not going to pay $6,500 for it. So I think I might just keep it stock the way it is. I don't know. I have a hard time doing that, but there's a MIV pipe, aero pipes look sharp, sound good. But I'm going to talk with the dealer when I go to my first service and see how they feel about, me doing exhaust and keeping the warranty or screwing with me about the warranty. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm too busy in my life, work, and the house, and taking care of this property to be fighting with a dealer about warranty, and I just don't want to deal. So we'll see. Anyways, bar end mirrors, put new grips on it, radiator guards, an oil cooler. I did foot pegs. I wrapped the heel guard, which I actually have the carbon fiber ones coming. I may eventually just decide to take out the do all black rear sets, or I may have these powder coated. Not sure yet, or I may leave them like this. I don't think they look terrible. Sometimes I think a little bit of the silver to black to break up the black and green looks pretty good. I will take that sticker off the swing arm once I'm done with the first service. I think sometimes the guys just like to look and see what the measurements are right on the swing arm, so they don't have to pull out the guide. Because the first service is at 621 miles, and the only way to turn the service light off is to go to the dealer. So I always, on my Ducatis, just let them do the first service at minimum. So, let's see, what else? I think that's it. I may get shorty levers eventually, but really don't mind the longer ones. As long as they were black, that's all I really care about. Yamaha, I always have to change out the bars, and I have to change out the levers because none of it's black and none of it, kind of goes with the bike. So, anyways, it is an absolute blast. The power doesn't really come on. It's actually a very tame, nice bike to ride around town. Everybody says, oh, well, the power's all up top. It is. It's got decent mid-range, but it is, for whatever reason, I was like $8 grand, $7 grand, I don't know, something like that RPM. it just explodes. Like, it's almost unreal. It just hits and it takes off like a bat out of hell. And it's kind of weird. It's such a weird RPM range for it to take off at. You almost think when you're driving around town, it's very, again, very tame. It almost reminds me of the Super Duke, the 1290 Super Duke, which is extremely powerful, don't get me wrong, but the throttle was so tame on that bike. It almost was, like I said before, if someone was a brand new rider and I was to let them ride any bike, I'd actually let them ride the Super Duke over my MT-09s. The MT-09s were just bonkers, in my opinion, low end. And the Super Duke was just really a tame bike. And this feels the same way until you get to certain RPMs, and then it just explodes. It's incredible. So, and some of you, well, all your fun times are down low in the sea, but I don't know. I take this gym 3 to 4 days a week so far now. And, it's only a 15-minute ride, but man, it's a blast. I have fun with it. It gets a lot of looks, a lot of thumbs up. I think it's a different looking bike. Typically I'd always go with the red with the Ducati, but man, this color looks so good in person. So, but anyways, I will eventually get my GoPro going again. I think it's been about 10, 11 months since I've had a bike now. I bought that Jeep Wrangler, that two-door Jeep Wrangler, lifted it all up, and I think I've got 1,500 miles on it so far since December. So I didn't drive it near as much as I thought I would. And, we still got 2 other vehicles. So I don't know what I was thinking with that. So I actually have the Jeep up for sale. And if it doesn't sell, I don't care. The kids and the wife seem to really like it. But we're not driving it like I thought we would. So that's why I decided I need another bike. I missed going out on 2 wheels. I really did. So I'm back. So I'll do some videos again, get my GoPro going, and show you guys how this thing zips around. It's pretty impressive in my opinion. Right now I've got all the rider aids off for the most part, except for I think traction control I've got on 1. It's always in sport mode. Honestly, this is probably one of the least power. I mean, besides my MT-09s, I always have leader bikes, R1s, MT-10s, Super Dukes, the V4, the streetfighter V4, which was 208 horsepower. This is actually quite low on power compared. This is 153 horsepower compared to most of my bikes. So I leave it in sport mode all the time, and I find it rides perfect in that mode. So anyways, guys, more videos to come as I do some more upgrades to it. I actually have the wings. These pull right out, and the Ducati V4 wings go right in it. I'm going to see how it looks. Some people like the wings, some people don't. I had them on the V4. I thought they looked pretty good. If these don't look good, I'll, not a big deal. I'll keep it like it is, and if not, I'll keep the wings on. So, obviously it's 12 o'clock at night and it's in my house. Otherwise I would start it up and let you guys hear it. It's hard to tell how it sounds on video anyways, even with exhaust, it's so difficult. So, but anyways, guys, there it is. More vids to come. See ya.